Welcome back. We're going to continue our discussion on nomenclature of compounds containing a single functional group, right? We were talking about amides in the previous video, so let's pick it up from there and draw a couple more compounds. So what if I have CH3, CH2, say CH, CH3, C double bond O, and H2. This is the amide functional group. Now, whenever you have a functional group, you got to start numbering from the side where the functional group is physically present, which is here. So you start from this side and you identify the longest chain that contains the functional group. So it's 4 carbons, so it's butane. That's your longest chain. And your methyl group is in the second spot, so it will be 2-methyl, right? And this is an amide, so all you got to do is go to the very end, chop off the E, and replace it with amide. So 2-methyl butanamide, right? Now nitriles on this list are much easier to work with, okay? So say you have CH3, C triple bond N. You count how many total carbons you have, which is 2 carbons, and 2 carbon is ethane, right? So all you got to do is say ethane nitrile. Simple, right? Similarly, say I have this. Again, you start numbering from the side containing the functional group and identify the longest chain. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's my longest chain, which is 5 carbons, which is pentane, right? So it'll be pentane nitrile is the last name. Sometimes it's easier to just write the last name and figure out the first name, or it's easier to figure out the first name or the last name. There is no one set method that you have to use. You have to use multiple methods. So it'll, in this case, we have a 2, 3, and 4. So it'll be 2, 3, 4 trimethyl pentane nitrile. And that's it. How difficult was that, right? Now aldehydes are also much easier, okay? This is an aldehyde. Okay, we just finished nitrile and amide in this video. Say I have this. Along the nitrile, I just want to quickly refresh and a pop quiz for you. Say I have this. I gave you a specific name for this. Okay, this is benzyl. Okay, it's going to be very difficult for you to name this if you don't remember that. This is benzyl, and this is a nitrile, so benzyl nitrile. This is the only thing you may have to remember, like I said, the phenyl, and or if you have this. This is phenyl nitrile. Okay, moving on to aldehyde. So aldehydes have a general, so if I have this as my aldehyde, okay, so this is 2 carbons, right? So 2 carbon is ethane. So what is the aldehyde version of it? It would be ethane, get rid of the E and add Al, ethanal, right? What if you have this? This is 1, 2, 3. What if I throw in a methyl group for some add-on spice? 5. So this is 5 carbon containing the aldehyde, which is the longest chain. 5 carbon is pentane. So that means it will be pentanal is the last name. But then we have a methyl group in the 4th position. So it will be 4-methyl pentanal. Right? I've seen people write 1-pentanal, but this is good enough, 4-methyl pentanal. Okay, let's say ketones. Okay, say I have, this is a little tricky. Okay, it's because you have to deviate a little bit from your normal thinking. Up until this point, things have been very rosy, and so now you got to find I'll always find the total number of carbons, which in this case is 3 carbons, right? 3 carbon is propane, right? So don't get too crazy, just write, remember it's propane, right? And in this case it's symmetrical, doesn't matter which side you number from, 1, 2, 3. But normally the functional group will be pushed to one side or the other, whichever side is physically present, that's where you start. In this case it doesn't matter. The C double bond O group is right on the second position, right? So you write everything with propane, again get rid of the E and write O-N-E for ketone. So 2-propanone. Now what if you have this as the case? Clearly I'm doing it purposefully to make sure that the C double bond O is pushed to one side. In this case you start numbering from here, find the longest chain, which is pentane. So you can write pentanone first, which is, and then find out this is in the second position, so 2-pentanone, right? So this is for ketones, right? And for alcohols, I'm running out of space here. I'm going to try to do my best to write maybe 1 or 2 here. Alcohol is very easy, right? So let's say we have this. Okay. So you start numbering from the side that contains the OH group, which is the functional group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is pentane. So pentane, get rid of the E, write the OL, pentanol. Where is the hydroxy group or the OH group is physically present? It's in the second position, so it's 2-pentanol. While we're on that chain, let's look at amine, and then I'll make one quick video for the thiols and the ethers, okay? Because we've already learned the double, triple, and single in 330, so we don't need to do it. But they are here because they are going to help us with the last video. After this, I'll make a quick 5-minute video to just, talk about thiols and ethers, and then I'll make a separate video for the priority, right? Okay, we still have amine. So let's say we have this. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? It's the longest chain, which is pentane. And then you get rid of the E and write the amine last name. In this case, there's 2 amines, so you can just write pentamine. Pentanamine, I'm sorry. P-E-N-T-A-N. Get rid of the E, write pentanamine. Where is the NH2 group located? It's in the second position, so 2-pentanamine. Or I've seen people write 2-pentanamine, but to be consistent with the fact that you just chop off the E, I did 2-pentanamine, okay? All right, I'm gonna stop the video here and I'll make one quick video to discuss about the thiols and the ethers, and then we're gonna make one last video on how to name things when there's combination of functional groups in a compound. All right, so stay tuned.